Hi antique lovers, this is Cindy with Firehouse Antiques. Do you ever dream of making money selling old stuff? Well, in this video, we're going to show you how. We'll highlight our favorite trends and let you know what to watch for to maximize your investment. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Welcome to Firehouse Antiques. Did you know antiquing had its first origins in the collecting and preserving of religious artifacts? In the United States, the earliest collectors focused on religious items, original manuscripts, and the possession of famous people. These collectors were the upper crust of society, and the antique world held very little interest for the average Americans. It wasn't until a decade after World War II that the average consumer became interested in the idea of antiquing. During the war, the nation was rationed and trade was restricted. This severely limited new consumer products. Once worldwide trade resumed, Americans were hungry for crisp, clean new items. The U.S. was overwhelmed with cheaply made disposable products, and consumers discarded their old, unused family heirlooms for products they were denied during the war. For the next generation, baby boomers, the cheaply produced merchandise quickly lost its luster, and they began to dream of pieces with character, beauty, and rarity that their parents discarded only years before. There's a saying, Grandma bought it, Mom threw it away, and I bought it back. This is exactly what happened here in the U.S. So why is this important? Because antiquing is fun and it can be profitable. It's exciting to find an item of value, whether it's personal or financial. An object from the past has a story. It's a connection to the past and has a deeper emotional response than an item found in the big box stores. The antiquing business has become a $2 billion industry in the United States, with approximately 6,500 businesses and an expected annual growth of 7.2%. And if you add Etsy, eBay, and Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and other online sites, you can add $1.5 billion in sales. Holy cow! That means yearly the antique business is worth $3.5 billion. So what does that mean for you? This is a huge growth opportunity. Not only is this a fun business, but it can make you money. And there are places in the market you can open your own shop, you can spend free weekends in the flea markets or estate sales, and then sell your items online. The possibilities are endless. And if you are a dealer or collector wanting to break into the online market, the outlook is spectacular. The world of antiquing is for everyone. It can be a fun weekend treasure hunt or a sophisticated and researched collection. Trends are constantly changing and the market keeps adjusting as old items are discovered and repurposed. Antiquing collecting is a fun, exciting world that anyone can be a part of. You can create side income for yourself or just stay educated for your own decor purposes, but antiquing is definitely for you. Antiques can be found almost anywhere. You just need to know how to look for them, and we'll teach you here in this series. Check out garage sales, yard sales, estate sales, flea markets, antique shops, and auctions. We'll even tell you a few. What makes something valuable? Condition's a big factor. Does it have aesthetic appeal? Do you instantly have a connection with this piece? Trust your gut. Sometimes the greatest finds are items that just feel right. Usually, if I like something, I can sell it. In our series, we will give you specific details on certain types of antiques. Vintage, less than 100 years old. Antique, older than 100 years old. So what trends should you look for? Well, let's highlight our favorite trends. And always keep in mind that you never know when you'll come across something, and you don't want to pass it up if you love it. For the early 1900s, cast iron urns, garden urns, they are a big seller for us, and so is cast iron cookware. Griswold, Wagner, look for those names on the bottom of your cookware. This is where we start to see the farmhouse trend. Farmhouse is probably the easiest trend to sell right now and very easy to find if you're in a rural area near a lot of farms, which we are. Baby boomers display these items with pride of the past, and millennials are repurposing them. check out this amazing chicken feeder. You can use it in the middle as a farmhouse centerpiece for a harvest table, and you can change it with the seasons. During the 1900s, some of the best architectural items were made, like corbels, this nice piece, wood and chippy paint. It's all the rage right now. So the more intricate the detail and the design, the more it's worth. For the 1940s and 50s, we love anything to do with advertising or kitchen decor. The bold red and whites, the bold black and whites. In the 50s, Coca-Cola took off. These early Coke pieces are easy to find and very collectible. Bold color pieces for the kitchen, including tablecloths and kitchenware. Thermometers, a lot of advertising thermometers. Companies use these thermometers as a way to advertise their products. These are things you can easily find and easily resell. One of the current trends comes from the 60s and 70s. The wild combinations of sleek modernism and abstract naturalism are a huge hit with millennials, and the trend is only expected to grow. It's the sleek lines, it's the clean aesthetic look that's causing this trend. Recently, I was shopping at a local picker's garage and saw this cool white plastic chair. It had sleek silver legs in chrome, and I knew what it was. I knew that it was an Eames era Herman Miller chair. So of course, I flipped it upside down to see if it was signed, and sure enough it was. So I bargained a little, got it down, and bought it. And recently just sold it for a huge profit. So look for these items. They're out there. Look at the signatures. Do some research. If you love this 1960s and 70s modern furniture, then start researching, start learning about it. Because when you see it out there, then you'll know you can buy it. Might as well move into the 1980s. In the 1980s, I would say fashion. Fashion is one of the biggest things. So if you love vintage clothing, then I'll connect you to my girl Sammy D, who is one of my favorite trendsetters, and she's got all the 80s knowledge. So for upcoming trends, we expect to see farmhouse items to continue to grow even bigger, industrial items to take off, and the sleek designs of the 60s and 70s, especially the furniture, to be hot. Comment below with your favorite trend right now and what you think will be popular. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that little bell so you'll be notified of our next video. See you soon, antique lovers.